Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Uh, my name is Isaac S. Morlu. I work with Partnership for Research on Vaccine and Infectious Diseases in Liberia, called Prevail, as medical monitor. It is a Liberia U.S. Joint Clinical Research Program situated at John F. Kennedy Hospital, Sinclair, Monrovia, Liberia. This morning, I would like to speak shortly about certain disease condition that is prevalent in our society today. Though we have many prevalent diseases, but let me shortly talk about peptic ulcer disease. That's what we call ulcer. Yeah. Peptic ulcer disease is one of the diseases today in our society, in our locality, that is embarrassing our people. And this disease is often caused mostly by a specific bacteria, and this bacteria is called Helicobacter pylori. In short, we call it H. pylori. So this is why when you go to the hospital, the doctor say, I'm going to do your H. pylori test, meaning that they are going to do the test that can detect as to whether you have ulcer in your stomach. Ulcer means sore. Yeah, when I say gastric ulcer, it means sore that is in your stomach. You know the stomach is protected with thin membrane that covering inside portion of the stomach. We call it mucous membrane. So if there is a break in that membrane, then it means there will be a sore in the stomach. That will create an ulcer, and that ulcer is the one that can be very painful. So that's what we call gastric ulcer. But this ulcer is mostly occur in two areas, either in the stomach itself or in the first section of the small intestine, the upper portion of the small intestine, what we call duodenum. So that if it is in the first section of the small intestine, we call it duodenal ulcer. If it is within the stomach itself, it's what we call the gastric ulcer. So there are two, but the two of them have almost the same symptoms. The only difference is what precipitated or aggravate the symptom, and also what can make the symptom to be alleviated or to subside. I think these are the slight differences, but besides that, the symptoms are the same. The burning sensation in the stomach pain, feeling nausea, that is feeling vomit, chest pain. All of these are associated symptoms with the both type of ulcer that we are talking about. So as I said initially, ulcer is caused by bacteria. But not only that bacteria, ulcer can also be caused by our own lifestyle. That is, there are certain medications that we take constantly. We have certain we have class of medication we call NSAIDs. NSAIDs means non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. And those drugs, they are very acidic, meaning they have huge level of acid content into them. So for example, we have ibuprofen, we have ASA, we have diclofenac, naproxen. All of these drugs are what we call non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. And those drugs, they are very acidic. So constant taking of those drugs can also lead to ulcer. That is, when the inside portion of the stomach contains too much acid, there is a possibility of acid breaking the mucous membrane that I initially talked about and create the ulcer. But the most common cause is the bacteria, and that bacteria is what we call the H. pylori, Helicobacter pylori. Medical names, they are very critical and some are very long. So this is why I try to break it down in this manner. Yes. So, and sometimes, according to the study, even our lifestyle, some substances that we take in, especially some of us that can take in alcohol. Yes, we have some narcotic products that are very strong. The persistent intake of NACOM product can also lead to ulcer. Yes, according to the study. So the ulcer is caused by specific organism, the bacteria, and is also caused as a result of our own lifestyle, the substances that we take in. But ulcer, yes, can be cured. We have medication that will treat ulcer. So ulcer is a sickness that is curable. It's not like any other terminal illness that cannot be cured, like HIV, AIDS, hepatitis B. No, ulcer can be cured. The bacteria can die. You can take the medication and kill the bacteria, so ulcer is curable. And also the soul can get better. But if you don't take the treatment, it may lead to complication. Yes. Complication means it will become, the condition will become worse. If you have ulcer, then you know it for longer time and they become chronic, the soul begin to expand, you might experience internal bleeding, gastric bleeding. So this is why in some people they will later experience having bloody stool, black tarry stool. And so some people may even vomit with blood as a result of ulcer. And ulcer can also cause bowel obstruction. Sometimes it will clog the bowel, the feces within the intestine. And for it to pass, to go down as feces, the normal way it's supposed to go, there will be obstruction. It's what we call the bowel obstruction. If that happens, that's another complication that may certainly lead to either surgical intervention. So ulcer is a sickness that when you are diagnosed of, you have to apply seriousness to take the treatment so you can be free from it. Yeah. So somebody may ask question, what are the signs and symptoms of ulcer? How can someone know when they have ulcer? If you have ulcer, if you develop ulcer, I think one of the cardinal symptoms is the epigastric pain. Epigastric means up here. The stomach pain is up here. At the upper portion of your abdomen, the stomach coming to the chest area. You feel burning sensation there. And some people may even experience fast heartbeat. The burning sensation, sometimes you feel a vomit. So these are the symptoms of ulcer. Yeah. The chest burn. And as I said initially, for example, if the ulcer is in the stomach, it's what we call the gastric ulcer. The symptoms, what aggravates the symptoms is, for instance, if you are sometimes with empty stomach that you have not yet eaten, you may not feel the symptoms, you may not feel the stomach pain, you may not experience bloating or belching, but when you eat certain foods, certain spicy food, it may trigger the pain. Or when you eat, your gut fill. Then at that point, your stomach will start to burn. You will start feeling that burning sensation, the pain. You know the cause of that? Let me give you a classical example. For example, if the balloon is fire touch the balloon on the side, small, it burn, there will be a scar there. Even if it is not bold, but there will be a scar to where the fire touch. That mark will be there. So if you take that balloon and blow it, and it pump and enlarge, the more you inflate air into it, the balloon will be enlarged. It will be even to all other sides, but at the point of that scar, where the fire touch, will not stretch the normal way all the other sides are stretching. So this is the same way with the stomach. If you have sore in the stomach, you eat your gut fill. As your gut fill, the stomach is like a balloon. It will stress, it will expand. So the portion where the sore is, where the ulcer is, as the stomach is stressing, at that point in time, you definitely feel the pain. That what aggravates or precipitated the pain. After eating, your gut fill, the pain, you begin to feel the pain. So that's the difference between the gastric ulcer and that of duodenal ulcer. For duodenal ulcer, it's not the same. Duodenal ulcer, as I said initially, is the ulcer in the first portion of the small intestine. For that, if you eat your gut filled, you may not feel any sound, you may not feel any symptoms, there is no pain most often. Unless perhaps you eat food that contains too much pepper or food that contains soda. In our traditional stuff, some people, some tribes, when they cook food, they have to put soda into it. And that soda is very acidic. Yes. But besides that, for duodenal ulcer, unlike a gastric ulcer, for duodenal ulcer, when your stomach is empty, that day breaks, you have not eaten anything, you go with empty stomach for some extended number of time, you will start to feel the pain. Somebody will start boiling. You understand it? For gastric ulcer, when you empty stomach, you may not feel the pain. When you eat your gut filled, that's the time the pain comes. But for duodenal ulcer, when you eat your gut filled, you may not feel the pain. But when you empty stomach, that's the time the pain will arise. That's just the difference. That's just the slight difference. The pain the same, the chest burn the same, they feel like vomit the same, sometimes bleeding to when you reach to certain complication is same. Only what aggravate or precipitate the pain is different. And how the pain is being alleviated is also there's slight difference there. Sometimes we take the medication for the pain to go away. Yes, we take antacid. Yes, drugs are against Isaac. Yes, we take the drugs to help to subside the pain. And as you take the drugs, as the acid is being neutralized, reach to the buffer stage, at the time you start bashing, the more you bash, the pain is alleviating, the pain going away. So that's how it treats most of the people. But we are human. We have different, we have almost the same systems, but the immune systems are different. We are human beings. It's like certain sickness, the way it will treat me, you get the same sickness, the way it will treat you might be different, might not be the same. Based on our body immune system, the way I respond to certain medical condition because of my immune potency. If somebody else have weak immune potency, their response to that sickness might be worse as compared to mine. So that's how it looks. We are humans, we are not the same. Yes. So even HIV, you see some people with HIV, some people go to chronic stage and stuff. But some people have HIV, they live for longer years because their immune system, their CD4 count is very strong. Combating the virus and stuff, it takes a longer time before they reach to certain full stage of age. But some people that have already compromised immune system, at the moment they are there is, they will run into complication in no time. So we are different. Yes, we are human, we are different. So for us, I think that's just short information I want to share. So I think we can have the little bit knowledge. Yeah, what ulcer is and what bring about ulcer. Yeah, so I think we got a big information. So we have medication how to treat ulcer. And even the medication, the treatment, you have to go to an experienced healthcare provider. Don't just go to anybody to say, oh, that ulcer, okay, take brufen, take this, take that, and think the pain will stop. No. If you don't take the accurate treatment, it will not be cured. And if it is the ulcer that is caused by Helicobacter pylori, that is H. pylori, the bacteria might not be, killed or mitigated from the body. So as a result, it will persist. It will just maybe put it in the dormant stage. Yes. Yes, I come. Morning. Yeah, morning, Chief. Other morning. Yeah, thank God. I come in. Yeah. So that is how it looks. So also, anytime you go to the hospital, they tell you again, also don't panic. It is a curable sickness, and take the medication that they give you, and also go by the law. Law is the food you eat. When you have ulcer, you have to let the test you get gastric ulcer. So I think if you can take in NACOM products almost on a daily basis, I think you cut down. You can eat food that contains soda. I think you stop eating soda. You eat too much spicy food. You cut down eating them, and that will help, because these are the things. I'm not saying is eating spicy food is the one that can cause ulcer, but it make the condition worse. So because of that, you avoid eating them while you taking your medication. And as time goes by, after taking your medication, there's possibility that you get killed from ulcer. Yes, I have had ulcer before, and I'm free from it for over 3 years now. Because what? I took accurate treatment and it was cured. And since then, I have not experienced any ulcer. It is possible I can sometimes experience acute gastritis, the gas enter the diaphragm, you feel the pain and things after bed, take gas tablet and you go away. That's different from ulcer. So ulcer is a sickness that can be cured. And if you have the ulcer, go to the hospital, get the real treatment, and it is also advisable good that you do your test. Yes, because we clinicians, we are scientists in training. We believe in evidence-based information. It is good where there is no evidence-based diagnosis, we treat symptomatically, because we have the expertise. Based on your explanation, examination, we can be impressed that yes, I'm sure that this is the sickness that doing the person, so we put you on that treatment. That treatment is what we call the empirical treatment. Yes, unless now maybe you want to confirm our perception about your sickness, about your condition, then we want to confirm as to whether it is true or false. We send you to the lab to confirm, for lab to confirm. So this is why sometimes we order for the H. pylori test. You go now, they go do the test. If it is positive, then yes, indeed, it is established that you get ulcer. That is what we call evidence-based diagnosis. So we straightly go on the treatment. But sometimes if there is no laboratory test that we do H. pylori test, based on the signs and symptoms, based on our clinical expertise, physical assessment, clinical expertise, your history and things combined together, give us the clue that this condition you are suffering from is peptic ulcer disease. So we can put you on the treatment. Yes. We medical professionals, we are not we don't have chant, to be chanting to detect in the spiritual realm what happened to you. No. This is why when you come to the hospital, we ask you a series of questions. In some cases, we go to family history, we ask you about your family background, we ask you about your social history, we ask you about past medical history. All of these things we ask you because we want to derive as something. Yes. After asking all of these questions, then we do the assessment. That is, we do the physical examination. Based on the history we acquire from you, the assessment we have done, based on the clinical expertise that we have, we can detect what's wrong with you and we can treat you to be better. So, I think my colleague is calling me. I want to expand more about it, but I think I will come back later and complete about it also. The complication, where it is the complication, what to do, and how I can make it lead into complication and things. So, I think we have the basic knowledge already. When I come back, we'll expand further. Thank you. My name is Isaac S. Morlu. I'm a medical monitor and physician assistant. I work at GFK with partnership for research on vaccine and infectious diseases in Liberia. It is Liberia U.S. Joint Clinical Research Partnership, having branch at John F. Kennedy Medical Hospital. So I thank you, I appreciate you. Thank you for listening. If you have any question, you can ask, you can come to my inbox, or I can leave my number with you if you want maybe further consultation. We'll have so many diseases to discuss. This is just the beginning, please. We'll have so many things to talk about. Maybe you can ask your question, you can inbox me, you can talk. If you have the time, you can even visit my office. We'll talk what we're supposed to talk concerning your health. So thank you very much. I love you all. Bye-bye.